Hola amigos, bien o no, y saludos desde Medellín. Hoy el tema es be present. Para eso es para decir que es muy importante en cada conversación o en cada tarea que estás haciendo para ser en el tarea o en la conversación, no para ser pensando en otras cosas o en forma algo en otro mundo. So ese es el tema de hoy. So hello again from Medellin. Today we're on the balcony because it's raining and we film it from where we are normally. That's not going to work. So a slightly different view. So today the theme is be present. Now I'm going to give a shout out to Andy Frisella. If you follow his channel on YouTube, you'll know who this gentleman is. A marvellous motivational speaker. So thank you, Andy, for the thought, at least, behind today's video. He did a post today, which I'm going to share in the link to this video, about being present and why that's important. But I'm going to take that a little bit further and talk about it for the sense of when we're doing our language practice. Because his advice holds true for life in general. It's a marvellous way to try and live our lives generally in a more successful and a more fulfilled way, to be present, to actually be where you are and pay attention and actually be there, not be distracted or thinking about other things. But when we think about our language learning, and I'm thinking here particularly when we're using our new language, so when we're in that kind of immersive environment, when we're trying to navigate our day-to-day in the other language. Now this is something I get a lot of practice of here, and that is a challenge because my level of Spanish is not as fluid as perhaps I would like, and it's certainly not as fluid as most of my friends and neighbours here. So when they're happily talking to me, if I'm not concentrating very carefully on what they're saying and picking up all of the nuance of not just what they're saying but the way they're moving, you know, their facial expressions, the sound of their voice, whether they sound happy, sad, cross, whatever. If I'm not picking up all of that extra information, sometimes it can be quite difficult to understand what's really going on. So in that sense, being present in the conversation is very, very useful, if not essential. So think about that. Particularly when we're learning our second language and when we're practicing that second language, try and concentrate and put yourself in the situation. Literally be present in that conversation you're having, because there's lots of extra things you can pick up from tone of voice, say facial expression, gestures, this kind of thing, which will help you make more sense of what's going on. And that's going to help you feel more confident that you've understood the situation and therefore that you can navigate the situation even if your vocabulary hasn't quite called it up. Because often we're trying to navigate like our normal day-to-day adult lives with the vocabulary of an 8-year-old, which can be a bit limiting in terms of things we can talk about, or particularly like the subtlety of our expression we just don't have. So being present will help us really concentrate, and that's what's going to be the secret really to our success in future conversations. So think about that. That's the idea for today. Déjame saber en los comentarios, como siempre. But for now, from Medellin, we'll say cheerio.